Okay. Good morning, or should I say good afternoon from a, what's the name of this lake? This place?
Tablingan.
Tablingan, okay.
Tablingan Lake.
From Tablingan Lake. And I'm here with some people doing some exploring. And apparently before, all of this was surrounded by water. All of this. But apparently now, not sure what has happened, but there is no water around here. Apparently you used to be able to take canoes and kayaks around here, but the temple is open. So I guess I'm gonna do some exploring. And I wish I could give you guys the history and tell you guys a bunch of stuff about here. But honestly, I don't know so much about this place. But I have a lot of respect. You know, and for me, as I tell you guys, and you guys who've been here a while, you guys already know, when I'm in places like this, even though I don't know the history, I don't know necessarily the culture or anything like that, I have a massive amount of respect. Respect not only for the culture and history, but I always wonder how old these things are when you see stuff like this. Like how many years it's been here, and more importantly, how long the tradition has been going along, or how long the tradition has been carried on for. To see a place like this, and you would think it would be packed full of people, but literally there's nobody here. The whole road here, I wish I could have filmed it, but it was bumpy roads. We're going through places where it doesn't even look like there's ever been a tourist here, but maybe it's just the rainy season, so no one's here. But one thing you can be sure of that is always here in Bali and Indonesia are the dogs. And once again, you can see they have these offerings all the time. You can definitely see that the locals come here a lot. And one thing I'm realizing about these is that the dogs enjoy the offerings as well, because basically everything that you see in here is stuff from the earth. When you look inside these offerings, you have the rice, there's usually like tobacco, there's usually some money sometimes even in them. And I'm realizing the dogs kind of wait for the little incense to burn out from there, and then they kind of eat whatever's left. But you know, seeing a place like this is, I mean, and even the outer walls, I can't see, but you guys can. This is that's kind of what surrounds it. But yeah, crazy that no one's here. It's a little bit strange how nobody's here. But as I was saying before, I've been told that it's supposed to be higher up. And I'm looking out here and seeing a meter in the middle of here that shows that the water does go up higher at some point in time. I don't know how or when, but yeah, this is Indonesia. This is like the Indonesia for me that I was looking for, the Indonesia that I imagined. And I know sometimes for me, it's hard if you watch the vlog, because you guys see I'm in the tourist area a lot. And I just love interacting with a lot of people and getting ideas of places to go. I love the interaction. But every time I come to a small city, a small place, or just off the beaten path where the tourists aren't, I always have this feeling of, why don't I spend more time here? And if there's a thought or a value that I could give you all, is to kind of get off the beaten path, find out where the tourists go, and go the opposite way, kind of. And you get to places like this. Of course, sadly enough, it's raining, so can't explore as much as I'd like to. I don't necessarily want to go out into that field where I can't see and it's raining and wet and just animals and things that I'm not used to. But definitely get off the beaten path and explore some things. I mean, I've been in shock almost everywhere I've been going here. And hey, little buddy. But I realize that it's important for me to at least come and explore and see it, and I can learn the history later. And come into a place like this with a lake, and I believe that this is one lake and there's another lake just on the other side of here. But kind of for now, I don't know. It's just cool sharing things with you, and especially getting outside of what you usually see. And oh, these boats are sunk underwater actually. And I guess being here in a place that, I don't know, I don't see or I haven't heard about this, and there's no tourists here, so I can understand why. But definitely worth coming to visit. Say hello to my friend when you come. And I guess maybe from here we'll try to explore another, and I guess from here we're gonna try to maybe see if there's another lake, because there's two just over there on the other side. Okay, so basically I can show you exactly what I was talking about. That's the lake with the temple, and now you call it, they're twin lakes because there's the other one separated by this. So the only way to actually get here is to go up and around in the rain. So you gotta kind of hope it's not raining so much. And this is the other lake down there. So you can see it is pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Of course, I mean, it would be not better, but it'd be different if there was the sun and everything, but what can I say? So now the goal is to try to make it to that one without freezing to death first, because it is cold out here. But on another note, check this out. So I descended from the mountains where it's freezing cold and down here to the second lake that you saw from way up there in the clouds. And technically now you wouldn't even be able to see it because the clouds have moved. And I've realized they move fast. So it can be raining on one part for you guys when you come to Bali. It'll be raining on one part, and on the other part, sunshine, everything's fine. And that's kind of, I believe, everywhere in Indonesia, but definitely here in Bali. You know, and I'm coming to kind of like a new understanding. I'm not sure if I like it better when it's rainy, although it is cold. I wish I had better gear, or I had warmer clothes, easier to say. But having the fog and the mist kind of gives it like an eerie kind of look to it. But as I'm saying, even right now we are at an elevated state. I don't know what, maybe 700 meters or something like that. So it still is a little bit cold up here. But yes, this is the second of the lake. Can't feel any of my fingers actually. And then coming down the hill, because you have to go around, basically, as I said when we were at the top, you have to go around the top part to come here. But I definitely say it's worth coming to see. Definitely if you come here, go and see both. They're about 24, 25 minutes apart. I mean, not sure what to say. I'm so frozen, and gripping the bike coming down the hill, squeezing it with the hands freezing cold is just, yeah, definitely a challenge. But this just goes to show you there's just so much beauty in Bali. If there's one thing to get from today, there's just so much beauty everywhere. And you can understand why it's so green everywhere, why there's palm trees, why there's fruit, why they can grow all this stuff. Because they have plenty of water, not necessarily drinkable, but water nonetheless, to water everything and keep it going. But I feel it. Made it to the Twin Lakes, saw the Twin Lakes despite the weather being bad. I said I wasn't going to let the weather affect me. I wasn't going to let it change how I go about my day. I was going to be the one in control, and said I'd do it regardless. So even though it is kind of rainy, you can't really see as clear. I'm using a different camera as well because of the rain. I hope you guys got some kind of value from today. But definitely come if you can see the Twin Lakes in the northern part of Bali. It's definitely worth it. And just, if you can come when the sun is out, of course, it's a little bit better. If you guys can see, if I did it, I mean, look at this. I mean, unreal. But if I did it, you guys definitely can do it. Something worth seeing. And after you've seen both of them, if the weather's like this, you should feel accomplished. Have a nice warm coffee, which is what I'm gonna do. But I wanna wish you guys a great day, morning, evening. Thank you guys so much for the support. All you guys leaving comments, messages, emails, everything. I really appreciate you guys. Appreciate the suggestions. I've actually seen some people suggest that I come here a while back. I wanna say thank you. And to you all who are coming to Bali, some of you guys leaving comments, I'm coming to Bali in 6 months. I'm coming to Bali in a month. You're gonna enjoy it. Don't let the weather deter you. Don't let the heat deter you. just kind of be prepared for it. Definitely get a poncho, but definitely come see the Twin Lakes as well. And kind of on that note, actually, not kind of, and on that note, from a freezing, my hands are freezing, my brain's not, I'm starting to not be able to think. I want to thank you guys for being here. I'll speak to you guys later, and everyone always remember to work hard, be brave, and don't forget to smile. Ciao. Because I told you guys I'm having a little bit of problems with my scooter, and I prefer not to be stranded in a mountain if something does happen. And it is goodbye, or see you later. Wait for you to come here. Yeah. Yes? the best weather out. This is what I needed yesterday. But I'm glad I stayed today. Stayed the night here. Glad I can show you that too. It's just amazing.